Okay, I'm going to try and redo a video I recorded a few days ago here in Vietnam. I wasn't very happy with the one I recorded, so here we go again. So what I'm going to go through is the three watches I took, selected for my 5-week break in Vietnam. And the three I selected were, well, the first one was this Orient Mako, and this arrived just before I commenced the trip. I had planned to take either an old SKX I've got, but the lume's pretty faded on it, although it does keep very good time now after being serviced and regulated. The other one I was thinking of was an old Citizen ProMaster I've got as well, but it's a good watch too, but once again the lume's a bit dodgy on that one as well. I also did consider taking one of my Vostoks, but the Vostok I was going to take it's got no date function, and I like having preferably a day date. I wanted something rugged that could withstand a bit of rough and tumble and get dunked in water if need be. So yeah, so I ordered this Orient Mako. It was about 180 Australian dollars, I think, from Creation Watches in Singapore. Came with the bracelet. Actually arrived, I think, the day before I left. So I pretty much straight away put it on this green NATO, which I took from a trip, which is now pretty manky. So this watch accompanied me on a 2-week trip from my motorbike from Saigon to Hanoi. It was fantastic. It's just going through some of the features of the watch. It's I think 40.5 millimeter diameter case size, so it's probably suit most people, but it's possibly a tad on the small side for my 7.5-inch wrist for what I like for a diving watch. But it's probably more slanted towards almost a dress watch, or if there's such a thing, a dress dive watch. The way it's laid out too, it's a very pretty watch, but it's not so much a man's watch, I guess. It's kept really good time over the 2-week period. I worked out it gained 70 seconds, so about 5 seconds a day for the 2-week period, which is pretty good for an automatic watch out of the box. The only problem I've sort of noticed with it was the crown doesn't seem to screw completely down flush with the face. It seems to be tight, but it doesn't seem to be completely flush with the face. Anyway, it's really a great watch though. It's great value for money. And the other two watches I chose, we can just see the Casio resetting itself, was this Casio Edifice. Now this is a much larger watch. It's about, I think, about 44 millimeters in diameter. So I've tried smartwatches before, but I really find them a little bit useless. Actually, they're whereas this one, it is connected by Bluetooth to your phone, so it keeps perfect accuracy. It sets itself about 4 times a day to the atomic clock to your phone, so it's always perfect. But I mean, if you want to read your message on your phone, use your phone. It's got dual time, so I've currently got the small wheel on the left, you can see, set to Brisbane time, which is 3 hours ahead of us. It also shows the day down on the right hand side. It's got a stopwatch, of course. It's got an alarm as well. Quite a nice bracelet. It's 100 metres of water resistant. The way this case is shaped too, it just fits perfectly to my wrist. It just molds itself to my wrist perfectly. It's one of the nicest watches I own, I reckon. It's fantastic. It's also got a flight mode, which you can set when you're flying. And you can download an app for your iPhone or smartphone to sync the functions remotely from your phone as well. And the last watch I chose to bring was another Casio, the Casio Bambino. Trying to do this one-handed today, so I haven't got a tripod here in Vietnam. Now the Bambino I bought for about 180 odd Australian dollars, also from Creation Watches, and it came on a very crappy dark blue or black leather copy strap. I played around with a few different straps with this, but finally ordered this lovely mesh bracelet, and I think it just goes with it really nicely. This really is everything you've heard about the Bambinos. It's just a lovely dress watch. It's about the same size as the Mako, but I think it's a perfect dress watch size for myself. Okay, well, that's the wrap up of my 3 watches I chose for my vacation. Hope you've enjoyed the video, and catch you soon.